All right, everybody, hello and welcome. We're coming from Salida, Colorado today. I say that the town where the deer are tame. We've walked by and, or not, driving around town, we've seen like multiple deer just like hanging out in the front yard, like laying in the grass. At first we're like, are those pets? And then we've just seen them in like multiple places. So it's like, well, guess they're just comfortable here. They know it's not hunting season. All right, let's go ahead and come to standing. We'll start with our breathing and then we'll get moving. All right, so go ahead and find a nice comfortable position to stand with your feet grounded just underneath your hips. We're gonna take 3 nice deep breaths, really expanding the lungs, getting some good airflow going to start the session. So we're gonna bring the palms together in front of the chest. As you breathe in, go ahead and reach up nice and tall overhead, elongate through the spine, and then as you exhale, go ahead and bring the arms down to the side. About 4 seconds in, 4 seconds out, roughly there. Fantastic. 2 more. Breathe in, stretch tall, and exhale, let it all go. Fantastic. Hands together, breathe in, stretch tall up out of the spine, and exhale, relax down. Very good. Slight bend in those knees. We're gonna let the arms be heavy at the side. We're gonna go into our gates of heaven. Just let the arms swing. You wanna feel them like slap against the body. Help with our blood flow, helps wake up the spine, get some movement there. Go about 30 seconds here, and then we're gonna go 1 more cycle of breathing. Good, a few more. You can just think about actively exhaling as the arms hit the body. Very good, and palms together, here we go. Whenever you're ready, breathe in, stretch up, and exhale, relax the arms down. Fantastic, palms together, breathe in. Exhale, relax down. Last one, feel free to close those eyes and breathe in. Feel the lungs expand, nice and slow, let it all go. Fantastic. Next, gonna go ahead and bring the feet in just a little bit so that they're like straight underneath the hips, toes pointing straight ahead. We're gonna do what we call a Jefferson curl. You're gonna start by standing up nice and tall, gently bring the chin towards your chest, and then you can go hands on the thighs and just start to reach down for your toes, kind of rounding about 1 segment at a time, just nice and deliberate. And then when you kind of find where your body says, all right, this is a good stretch for me, pause there for a moment, and then when you're ready, start to reverse. Tuck the tail under, slowly start to come up nice and tall, round the shoulders back, and let's go ahead and reach up to overhead, and we're gonna rotate. Looking over one shoulder, and then looking over the other shoulder. Let's go about 2 to 3 times each direction. Not forcing anything, just getting some rotation. Very good. Fantastic. And then we're gonna repeat that Jefferson curl once more. So again, feet are straight ahead. Make sure you don't lock out those knees. So slight bend in the knees, chin to the chest, and then slowly make your way down towards your toes. Just kind of notice where your range of motion is today. Are you stopping at the shins, at the ankles? Are you able to get down to the toes? Very good, and make your way back up. This time we're gonna go up overhead. And now instead of rotating, we're gonna bend to the side. So bend to one side, back to neutral, and gently bend to the other side. Fantastic. Breathe in to stretch long, exhale to side bend. Breathe in and bend. Good job. Once more each direction. Very good. All right, shake it out. We're gonna go next into a little bit of balance work and then some more blood flow. So we're gonna start with what we call the sway. You're gonna go arms up to the side or up to overhead. Go ahead and join me. You're gonna shift your weight towards one side, lifting up out of the core, strong through the hips. You wanna try to balance there for like 2 to 3 seconds, and then whenever you're ready, go ahead and switch sides. I'm gonna go about 30 seconds here. Just move back and forth at your own tempo. And then just keep that core engaged. We don't want the hips to kick out. We want to have a nice, long, strong line of support. Got once more each side. Very good. Relax those arms down. We're going to start to pick the knees up and go ahead and march in place. Very good. Just driving the arms at the side, knees nice and high. If you'd like to run in place for a little bit more intensity, you're welcome to do that. Very good. We're going to go from these high knees to either a jumping jack or a stepping jack. Very good. So either jumping jacks or just step out to the side, 30 seconds here. And I've mentioned it before, but I'll mention it again. I don't play music during these sessions. We've just found that it doesn't have good sound. But being that you all are on mute, feel free if you want to play your own music in the background. Good job. All right, from these stepping jacks or jumping jacks, we're gonna go either into like a running high knees or more of a skip. So you're gonna lift the knee up and you can add like a little hop to it, or just do the marching if the skip doesn't feel good. Take it back to gym class when you were young. Very good. Fantastic, about 10 more seconds here. Yep, you just pick the knee up, a little hop in place, all training the arms. Beautiful, all right, go ahead and bring it down. Step your right foot out, heel down, toe up, stand tall, cross the arms over the chest, send the hips back. We're gonna bow forward, hamstring, stand tall. We're gonna stay on the same side. Bow forward and stand. Let's go about 5 here. As long as you can in the spine. Sending those hips back. Very good. Let's go one more and then we'll switch legs. Fantastic. Opposite foot, heel down, toe up, stand tall, and when you're ready, send those hips back, gently bow forward. Once you feel that hamstring saying hello, that's your bottom position. Stand from there. Bowing forward and up, very good. 2 more. Very nice. This will be the end of our first cycle. We're gonna start back with that sway and we're gonna go one more time through. So whenever you're ready, feet about hip width apart, arms out to the side or up to overhead, and here we go. Pull up through the core, shift the weight. If you're pretty secure here in your balance, feel free to give yourself more of a challenge by closing the eyes, and then you'll feel like, whoa, that balance really gets challenging there. Very good, just teaching the body to adapt, shifting directions. Never too young to start working on balance. Good job. About another 10 seconds here. We're gonna be going from the sway to the march, and we're gonna add a march and punch this time. So we're gonna march and you're gonna punch the opposite arm across the body. So focus to keep the knees and the hips kind of square. Don't let those knees come across the body, but then the upper body reaches across. Very nice. Good job. Just keep that airflow going. I like to breathe out as I punch. Nice. Jumping jacks or stepping jacks are next. And here we go. Step into the side, arms to overhead. Nice job. Good to see some young ones there at your house, Monica. Hi, kiddos. Halfway through. Get some upper body work today as well as some lower body, but we're getting those upper body nice and warm here. All right, from these stepping or jumping jacks, we're gonna go to that skip next. So remember, you're gonna pick the knee up, opposite arms comes up, and you can add just a little hop or just stick with those marching high knees. Have some fun with it. Fantastic. Start to get the heart rate up a little bit. Very good. 10 more seconds here. Good, and rest. All right. Very good. Go ahead and take a couple of nice deep breaths. If you want to grab some water, we're going to do one more stretch here. We're going to go nice wide base stance, so feet outside the hips, slight bend in those knees. We're going to go arms to the side, and then you're going to take your right arm, reach towards your left knee, stand tall, left arm, reach towards the right knee. And then you can just kind of reach a little bit lower on the body each time. Call these like alternating windmills. So you want to be like long in the spine, send the hips back as you hinge, over and up. Very good. Do a couple more there. Here comes Sharon. All right, once you finish that, we're going to go into a cross body stretch. So let's go right foot forward, left foot back. Then you're going to take your left arm, reach straight out, grab that elbow, and go ahead and pull across the body. As you stretch this outer shoulder here, you're going to engage the glute and gently shift the hips forward. So shift the hip and gently rotate towards that front leg. Hi, Sharon, welcome. Good to see you. All right, once you finish there, left foot's forward, right foot back. Stand nice and tall, right arm reaches out, grab that elbow, pull across the body. And you're focused to engage that right hip as you just gently shift it forward. Feel a little bit of an opening in the front of the hip, as well as the outer shoulder. Fantastic. And last one. If you need a rope or anything to help, or a towel, otherwise interlace the hands behind you. Strong in the core, extend those arms back, and then you're gonna lift the arms straight up. Okay, if you wanna add a forward fold to it with a wide base stance, you can bend at the knees a bit and then send the hips back and pull the arms to overhead. So opening up the chest, excellent. And then go ahead and just swing those arms back and forth, alternating which arm's on top. Very good. After back and forth, up and down. So reach to overhead and swing them back. Reach up and back. Good. And then some nice big circles. Let's go 3 to 5 forward on your own, and then 3 to 5 back. And I'm going to talk about the first little circuit. Let's see if you can see this here. All right, we're gonna do set A. We're gonna be doing mostly some upper body work as well as like some glute activation. So we're gonna be doing a curl and press. We're building upon the hammer press that we did in recent weeks. I'm gonna show you what these look like. So 30 seconds on the left arm, about 15 seconds in between, 30 seconds on the right arm, and then you're gonna have the choice, either lying down on the floor and doing some glute bridges for some good glute activation, or if you're in a space that it doesn't work to lie down, then you can stay standing and we'll do some good mornings, okay? And we'll take about 2 minutes for some more stretching, and we'll do that a total of 3 sets. So let's talk about these movements. First one can be done standing or seated. It's a curl and a press. You're gonna start with the arm at the side. You're gonna curl the weight to your shoulder, and then you're gonna push it up to overhead. Bring it back down to the shoulder, extend through the elbow, curl, and then press to overhead, okay? So nice and smooth. You should have kind of start a little bit light there, and then you can always get heavier as the sets go on. So we'll go left arm and then right arm. For the good morning, you would stay standing, slight bend in the knees. You can hold a weight against your chest or not, bow forward, engage the glutes and stand. So we're gonna really focus to engage the glutes at the top. If it does work for you to get on the floor, I would recommend that. Come on down. And what you would do for the glute bridge, set the shoulders, bend the knees, push the feet in the ground, and push your hips straight up. Relax down and push the hips up, okay? If you want a little bit more of a challenge to the glute bridge, 2 options. You can hold a dumbbell on your hips, or you can elevate your feet. Like on a couch or a chair, you can put your feet up, and then I would push my feet into the chair and lift the hips a little higher. That's gonna get a little bit more of the hamstring as well as the glute. Any questions on either of those? All right. All right, if there are no questions, go ahead and find the weight you want to start with. Monica must have some good music going there. And we'll start with that curl and press in about 15 seconds. So left arm first. Stand nice and tall, or you can sit down, whatever you prefer. And 2, 1, here we go. Curl to the shoulder, push high to overhead. Try to bring that shoulder towards the ear. Curl in, push high. Very nice. Nice and smooth. As you curl, keep the elbow close to the side of the body. Don't let it wing out wide. And then as you push to overhead, keep that core strong, no arching of the back. Very good. Maybe 1 or 2 more. And 2, 1, and rotate arms. Pretty easy rotation here, so we'll go about 10 seconds in between. And here we go. Curl up and push high. Nice. So got palm towards the shoulder. And then as I push overhead, I do rotate my hand a little bit. So it's like palm towards the shoulder, and then I rotate so the palm faces away from me as I push to overhead. Good. There you go, nice. Fantastic, let's go 1 more here. Fantastic. All right. So either make your way to the floor or you can get set for those good mornings, whichever you prefer. I'm gonna be doing the glute bridge. And we're gonna go between 30 and 60 seconds. So do whatever makes the most sense for you. If you choose to do 30, you'll have a little extra rest. All right, I'll show the regular glute bridge first. And begin when you're ready. Just think about pausing for a second or 2 at the top. And you don't want to have any low back pain with this. So if you get a little bit of pinching in the back, don't push your hips up quite as far. Stay a little bit lower, at least until your body warms up to it. Good job. We're coming up on 30 seconds. There's 30. I'll give you every 15 from here, but feel free to rest and stretch. Very good. There's 45 seconds. As your body warms up, really engage those glutes. Try to get all that tissue to fire. Those glutes get dormant from all the sitting we do. And 2, 1, and rest. All right. Let's go ahead and come to a seated position. Looks like everybody's down on the floor for that one. So let's go ahead and do a stretch on the floor. You're gonna sit tall, bring one leg across the other, and you're gonna pull it in towards the chest. If you are watching the video and you are seated in a chair, are not able to get on the floor, you can sit tall and just kind of rotate, crossing a leg over the other and looking over the opposite side shoulder. On this stretch here, you want to get like an opening in the outer hip as well as some rotation through the spine. And let's go ahead and switch legs. So extend that one out, cross the opposite leg over, sit tall, pull that leg in towards the chest. Good job. All right. After that, go ahead and grab some water, and then we'll get ready for the next set in 30 seconds. So I wanted to make sure you all understood what I was saying about the hand position. Let me show you a little bit closer if I can. So I'm curling to the shoulder, my palm is facing in, and then as I press overhead, I rotate the weight so my palm is facing out. Make sense? All right, 10 seconds.
Hey, Shauna, on the way down, shouldn't it be a straight curl on the way down also?
Yeah, so you'll be
like
here,
after you go
bring it down, and then like a reverse curl.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep. All right, 3, 2, 1, here we go. Curl in, push high, rotate, and that reverse curl. Very good. Remember to keep that core engaged. There's that tendency if you're stiff as you reach overhead to arch the back, so just watch that. Very good. Up. Fantastic. And let's go ahead and switch arms. And 3, 2, 1, whenever you're ready. Curl in, push high. Reverse and down. Keeping that upper body toned and strong. Halfway through. Push. Very good. Let's get one more good one in here. Pull in, push high, control it down, and that reverse curl. Fantastic. When you finish that, go ahead and make your way down for the glute bridges. I'm gonna go feet on the bench this time for the hamstring curls, whatever you're most comfortable with. And begin when you're ready. Remember, we'll go upwards of a minute here. You can also have the feet flat on the ground with the knees bent. I'll let you know when we get to 30 seconds and then every 15 after that. Smooth breathing, fire the glutes. That's 30. Very good. Coming up on that 45. There's our 45. 15 seconds left if you're doing the full minute. And 2, 1, and rest if you have it. Good job. Go ahead and grab some water and then slowly make your way up to standing. We're going to do some stretching from our feet. All right, those of you that are familiar, we're gonna go our tricep side bends. So reaching one arm up to overhead, feet about hip width apart, bend the elbow, reach up, grab the elbow, and now we're bending to the side. Breathe in, stretch long, and exhale as you bend. We'll go 5 times each direction. Very good. So go ahead and shake the arms out in between, alternating that upper arm. Help open up the chest. Good, and then when you're ready, opposite arm. Reach high, bend the elbow, and just focus too. There's that tendency to kind of let the head crink forward, so pull it tall, chin in, and now we're bending to the side. The more we stretch our side body, it helps our overall flexibility. Sometimes it's kind of, you forget about stretching to the side. A lot of our stuff in our life is forward and back, so we want to vary that up. All right, once you finish those, go ahead and shake it out. And then we'll get started here in about, let's go in 20 seconds. Set 3 coming up. All right, 10 seconds. Back to that curl and press. 2, 1, here we go. Curl into the shoulder, push high to overhead, elevate that shoulder up. Keeping the elbow in and protected. Smooth breathing. And now that you're getting the hang of it, if you feel confident and want to move a little bit faster, feel free. We're halfway through. Push. Job, one more. Fantastic, and 10 seconds till we do the other arm. All right, chest tall, set that shoulder blade back, and join when you're ready. Very good. Nice. As I'm pressing overhead, I think about like trying to bring that dumbbell like straight over the center of the head, not pushing out to the side, so keeping it close, ear towards the shoulder. Last one. Rest. And if you're doing the glute bridges, go ahead and make your way to the floor. This will be our last time through. Remember, you're also welcome to do that good morning if you prefer. As you lie down, set those shoulder blades back, and we'll go in 2, 1. Join us when you're ready. Pushing the hips forward, firing the glutes. Here's 15 seconds. There's our 30-second mark. So you keep protecting that low back. Use the glutes, don't overarch. Ooh, feel the burn. 45 seconds. Almost there if you're going that full minute. And go ahead and rest. If you're on your back, feel free to pull both knees into the chest and kind of rock yourself side to side. If you're standing, you can just kind of rotate side to side. And then go ahead and make your way to all fours. All right, we're gonna do a child's pose with a side stretch. So if you're kneeling, you're gonna bring your toes together, divide the knees, and we're gonna walk the hands to one side. Take your arm, so we'll start like on the right side. Walk your hands to the left, reach your right arm long, and then you're gonna lower your chest towards the ground to get a nice stretch in the side body here. Couple nice deep breaths. And when you're ready, go ahead and switch side. Walk the hands to the other side. Left arm this time reaches long, and then drop down. Just drop far enough so you feel that stretch in the side body. And breathe. Very good. You can stay seated or standing. We're gonna do eagle arms next, and then we'll go into our next circuit. So we're gonna take, let's go right arm on top, left arm sweeps under. Come a little closer. So the palm on top is gonna push down. Your bottom elbow is gonna drive up. So you're driving up and pushing down all at the same time. Looks to get like an opening in the outer shoulder here. Call these eagle arms for some reason. I'm not sure how eagles look like this. But hey, good. Shake that out. So if you followed me, now we're gonna go left arm on top, right arm sweeps under. It's like, which arm was that? Drive the top hand into the bottom palm and drive the elbows up and down. Basically like working against each other. All right, fantastic. Next, we're gonna go into some single leg work and some core work with side planks. All right, part B, we have 3 options. If you have a pretty good squatting ability and you have good control, you could do a full lunge here. We'll start with the left leg. You could do either a reverse lunge, or you can do a giant step where you go into a partial lunge, or you could just work on your balance with a single leg balance. So be left side, then we're gonna go side plank on the left, then we're gonna repeat it on the right. So you'll go right leg, either reverse lunge, giant step or balance, right arm side plank, and we'll stretch, and we'll do that a total of 3 times. Okay, let me demonstrate these options. So I'll talk about the balance first. So the balance would be very straightforward, where you would just be standing and you would practice like single leg balance for 30 seconds, okay? The next progression would be that giant step. So if we're starting on the left, you'd have your left foot forward, stand nice and tall, and then you would just simply step a nice long step back, keep that left heel planted, step up and forward. You can hold a weight at the chest if you want, okay? The lunge just goes a little bit deeper. You step back and you bring the knee down towards the ground or all the way down. You want to have the length far enough that the front heel stays grounded the whole time and this shin is vertical. So if I do a narrow step, this knee will shoot forward and the heel tends to come off the ground. So you want to step back far enough that you have that good position for the shin, controlling it down, up and forward. Okay, so again, either the balance or the giant step, okay, or that lunge. So make sure you know what's appropriate for you and don't advance it too soon, all right? The side plank, you can do it elevated. You could even use like the side of a wall or the side of a couch. Here I have the picnic table. I would come forward with 2 arms and then I would shift my weight onto one side and be pushing up this bottom shoulder. If you don't feel confident on 2, then just stick with a front plank where you hold on 2 arms and then do that twice, okay? Or down on the ground, stack the elbow into the shoulder and either on the knees or on the toes, you'll hold a side plank for 30, okay? Once you've done the left side with both movements, then we go to the right side. Questions there? All right, thumbs up if we're good. All right. All right, let's go ahead. I'm going to be demonstrating the lunges, but make sure that you do what works for you. We're going to go in 15 seconds. If you're not very familiar with these or it's been a while, I'd recommend starting unweighted. And it's going to be the left foot first. Remember, you can do that balance or the giant step. 2, 1, here we go. Good focus. If you're doing the steps, just have that front heel planted nice and strong. Keeping the hips square. Halfway. Good work. And 2, 1, and rotate. Very good. Make your way into that side plank. I'm going to demonstrate it elevated first. Well, actually, I can't show it on the left arm very well. So let us come down. All right, stack the elbow into the shoulder or hold strong against a surface. And 3, 2, 1, come up when you're ready. So I'm going to keep the shoulders nice and square to the hips and make sure you lift up out of that support shoulder. All right, hang in there. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good job. Sorry, we lost connection there for a second. All right, making your way to the right side. Right leg forward, either lunge or giant steps or single leg balance. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Very good, back and down, up and forward. Very nice. Chest tall if you're lunging or doing those steps. We're halfway. Very good. That looks nice, Laura. Nice job, Sharon. And 3, 2, 1. Rest and rotate. So now I'll show the right side plank elevated. So you're going to place the hands like a front plank. You could stay there if that feels better, or shift the weight to one arm. 2, 1. Join us when you're ready. Good support. There you go. Just don't let yourself collapse through the shoulders or hips. Keep lifting up towards the ceiling. Good, over halfway. And 3, 2, 1, and rest. Very good, that's the end of set 1. Go ahead and grab a drink if you'd like. We're gonna do a figure 4 stretch to start. I'm gonna show it seated. If you know it lying, you're welcome to lie down or sit on the floor. If you're in a chair or on a bench, come to the edge. Grab my watch. And let's cross the right foot over the left thigh. Sit nice and tall, and then you're gonna bow forward, or if you're on the ground, hug the leg in towards your chest. We're looking to get an opening on the outer hip here. Especially with that single leg work, it tends to fire those glutes, so we wanna stretch them out, keep them nice and happy. And relax there. Let's go ahead and switch legs. Pull the opposite foot to the opposite thigh, sit tall, and bow forward. And just keep the stretching mild, right? You don't want it to be super intense where you're like dripping sweat and your body is shaking really intensely. Just ease into the stretching. Let your body know it's okay to relax. 2, 1, and relax. All right, there's set 1. Go ahead and grab a drink. We'll start the next set in 20 seconds. Gonna be back to the left leg. Starting in 10. So with the weight or with not, stand up nice and tall out of the hip. 2, 1, and begin. Either balancing, giant steps, or the lunge. Either way, keep that left foot planted strong, drive that heel down. Good job, David. There you go, Sharon. Good control. Fantastic, Monica. Got that extra resistance band. I like it. And 2, 1, rest. Rotating, side plank on the left. Go ahead and get into position. And begin when you're ready. 30 seconds here. If you want a little bit more of a challenge, if you've got that full 30 seconds off the toes, you can do a rotation where you take the top arm and like reach under the bottom arm. So just give a little bit more challenge by rotating that torso. Otherwise, just hold the best you can. 2, 1, and rest. Very good. Make your way. We'll go right foot forward next. 10 seconds till we start. Plant that right foot nice and strong. Stand tall through the torso and begin when you're ready. Roll back and down, up and forward. I like to pretend I'm at the beach when I'm doing lunges. I like to dig that heel into the sand to kind of propel me forward. Grip with the toes as well. Activate the arch of the foot. And 2, 1, rotate to the right side plank. Set that shoulder right underneath, or elbow underneath the shoulder. Stack the hips in alignment. Come up when you're ready. Either regular plank or rotations. Good job, we're over halfway. Keep lifting, holding square. And relax. Beautiful. All right. So ideally, if you have like something to support on, we're gonna do, we call it like a reach and rotate. If you don't have anything to balance on, you can just kind of like reach for the ground. Otherwise, or even like on the leg. Otherwise, support your right hand on like a chair, the couch. And then you're gonna have your right foot forward, left foot back. You're gonna take your left arm, reach towards your right foot, and then we're gonna pivot and look towards the ceiling. Wait a minute, let me see this. Yeah, we had it right. So reach and rotate. Twist under and open. Stretch long through the arms. Just help open up the body. About 5 times on one side. Then when you're ready, we'll switch. So the left hand supports, right foot steps back, and then take your right hand, reach towards your left ankle or left shin, and then push and rotate. About 5 on the other side. Good. Very good. All right, one more time through that sequence. We'll start in 25 seconds. Remember, you can hold weight if you'd like, or else just good focus on the body weight. We're gonna start with that left foot forward going in 10. Either single leg balance, giant steps or lunge. 2, 1, and begin when you're ready. Step it back and down. Drive the heel to come front and forward. Very good. Good balance, Laura. Over halfway. Good job. Keeping the hips square, lifting up through the core. 2, 1, and rotate. Very good. Plank on the left arm. Stack the elbow. And come up when you're ready. Nice smooth breathing. Good job. We're over halfway. And 3, 2, 1, relax. Good job. Right side. Plant that right foot nice and solid. 2, 1, join when you're ready. Ready to keep those steps consistent. Pull that front heel down into the ground to propel yourself up and forward. Halfway. Nice job. And rest and rotate. Good job. Last the planks. Stack the right shoulder. And come up when you're ready. Stronger the core, the more supported your spine. And take good care of the back. Good job. Keep lifting and holding. We're over halfway. Noisy cars. 2, 1, and rest. Awesome. All right, if you'd like to go ahead and repeat that behind the back stretch. And we got one more section. All right, a little bit different format than the first 2 sections. This last piece is going to be 6 minutes in duration. You get to work and rest however you choose. It's gonna be an ascending ladder, meaning we start with 1 rep, either doing a deadlift or like a ground to overhead, and I'll show both options there. It depends upon like what weight you have, how comfortable you feel with it, and then a push-up, either on the ground, off the knees, or on like an elevated, like the side of a couch, or you can even use the wall. Landscaper's coming, so work with me here. All right, hopefully you can hear me. So first on the deadlift, so remember back in the warm-up when we did that Jefferson touch, you want to pay attention. If you can't quite touch like your ankles or your toes, then I'd recommend not going all the way to the ground on the deadlift. So deadlift, you got your weight, you're gonna be long in the spine, send the hips back, and we're simply gonna pick it straight up, and then send the hips back, controlling down. Engage the glutes, and down from here, okay? So if you're a little bit stiff, just kind of bring it to about the knee height. Don't worry about going all the way to the floor. And so you work that flexibility a little bit better, okay? Ground to overhead, if you have like a lighter weight, say I only had 1, or I could hold like 2 in each hand as well. I'm gonna hinge over just like the deadlift. Then I'll bring it up to my chest, and you can push it up to overhead. So it look like this, I'd be down to the chest, and then push to overhead, okay? So either like a deadlift, hinging, or the ground to overhead. I'll let you make the choice. I'm gonna be doing the deadlifts for the demonstration. And then the push-up. So with the push-up, you can do it on an elevated surface. I'm gonna show you here so I can be a little bit closer. You wanna avoid those shoulders coming forward, and you don't wanna wing the elbows wide. So elbows in towards the side, okay, and shoulder blades back and down. Don't let this start to happen, all right? So you can do it elevated here, like this, lower down, push away. Ideally, I'd like you to use a surface that you can get your chest towards the ground, but only go down as far as you're really confident in those shoulders. So move at your own pace, or you can follow me. I'm gonna move nice and steady, deadlift and push-ups, or that ground to overhead, and we'll work for 6 minutes. Questions? All right, thumbs up. Go ahead and get into position. Remember, we'll start with 1 of each, then we'll do 2 of each, and we'll just keep progressing, resting as needed until that 6 minutes is up. 3, 2, 1, begin when you're ready. One rep. Do 1, and you come back to your weight, engage the glutes on the deadlift. 2. And as it gets into higher reps, you don't have to do them all in a row, meaning like I might do 3 push-ups and then rest, and then do another 3 when I get to the round of 6. Just finish all the reps before you move on to the next exercise. Round of 3. Very good. Remember to hold those shoulders in good position. We're 1 minute down. Very good. I'm moving into the round of 4. Engage the glutes. Wonder how many times I say that in an hour, huh? And the glutes are your tush. I haven't asked that before. Good position on those push-ups. Make sure you don't lock out those elbows at the top. Very good. From 4, we go into 5. Two minutes in. I did a mute my screen with all the landscaping. Yeah. All right, 2.5 minutes down. Moving into the round of 6, or wherever you are. Just keep good movement patterns, good positioning of your body. Job. Halfway, there's our 3-minute mark. Good job. Remember, as the reps get higher, so now I'm on 7, I might do 4 reps, rest, and then do 3. So whatever makes sense for you. Very good. Core strong on the push-ups. Don't let that low back arch. Fantastic. We're almost at that 4-minute mark. I'm moving into 8. Good job, everybody. Nice and steady. Or more intense if that's what you're looking for. All right, 90 seconds left to work. Smooth breathing. Good job. Moving into round of 9. Just keep moving at your pace. Shoulders back as you hinge forward on the deadlifts. Good job. We're under a minute left. Nice work. 30 seconds left. From 9 to 10. Good job. Oh, push-ups look good, Monica. Nice job. Almost done. 10 seconds. And there's time. Good work. Feel free to finish up the set you're working on. And then we'll do a couple cool down stretches. Grab some water. Nice job. Nice. Monica's got the barbell. I love it. Okay. So first cool down stretch. If you have a wall nearby, or I'm going to use the tree. There's Bruce. We're going to do an opener for the chest. So using a wall or the tree, you're going to go forearm, hand on the wall or tree, same side leg steps forward, and then just gently lean forward. Get a good opening in the chest here. You can reach the other arm out, look over the shoulder. Just nice opening in the front of the body. Very good, and switch when you're ready. Elbow right about shoulder height, same side leg steps forward, lean into it, and turn away. breathe. Good job, relax there. And we're gonna come to a seated position. Ready to cross one leg across the body. Opposite hand on that thigh. Twist yourself gently as you sit up tall. Same side hand to the shoulder. We're gonna do these pivots with the shoulder. Pretend the elbow is like outlining about a tennis ball, or not, bigger than that. What am I trying to say? Softball or like a small volleyball. We'll go about 10 rotations backwards. As you twist through the spine. Good job. And when you finish those, we'll just switch sides. So again, we're gonna cross the leg over, opposite hand to the opposite thigh, sit tall, rotate, and then the opposite, well, same side hand to shoulder. Look over that shoulder as you pivot that elbow backwards. Trace the cantaloupe. We'll call it a cantaloupe. There we go. Did I?
No, I said who said cantaloupe.
All right. And then we'll just finish with a quad stretch. So you can do it on the ground if you prefer, or you can use a towel on the foot. You want to kind of grab that foot. You want to open up the front of the quad. So you're going to pull the heel towards the glute and get a nice stretch in the front side of the thigh here. Sometimes it helps people to like put their foot up on a surface and then like lean back into it. You can't quite grab the foot. And go ahead and switch legs when you're ready. Grab the foot and pull up. In an ideal world, we'd like to be able to get that healed all the way towards the glutes. So if that's challenging for you, this would be a good stretch to do on a daily basis, maybe a couple times a day. Just keep those hip flexors open, help keep your low back healthy as well. All right. Thanks so much for coming and working out. I'm gonna go ahead and stop the video. See you later.